Well, then the structure will be on stage. It will be brought down to the floor so everybody can take a closer look at it whenever you feel like doing it throughout the night. But what is coming up next is the architectural vision, the idea behind building dreams and shaping the future. What will follow is a presentation on the design, the vision of the new building that Hameed Al Husseinie College will soon receive, illustrating its role in what this is going to be for a part of the country, and to do a demonstration of the architectural vision and of course the design, the scientific design behind this. I invite the chairman of MSN Architects, Mr. Sham Nizamuddin, to join us on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Help me welcome Mr. Sham Nizamuddin.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, brothers. Distinguished guests, Brother Ilyas Karim, Haji Ashraf Umar and Aslam Umar, and then you have Western Province Governor Hanif Yusuf, as well as well-wishers, donors, ladies and gentlemen. The project, what we have seen, or rather going to see today, is based on the vision which has been developed 100 years ago, over 100 years ago. And we have been fortunate enough to have a school which is basically a Muslim boys' school, which has been through the test of time, and it has come to our minds to develop it further for the next 100 years. So what you're going to see is our vision and our design, what we have envisaged to develop this project and leave it to the hands of the next generation. The need is because we need to make sure what they started on the 15th of November. Lights off, 15th of November 1884, which has now basically come to our minds, started by the late Siddhi Lebbe and Bapuji Marika, as well as Urabi Pasha, with only 5 teachers and 15 students. And the legacy has come to us now with 100 teachers, 2,000 plus students, as well as which has GCA levels, science, arts, commerce, as well as Tamil, Sinhalese, and in Sinhalese medium. And the achievements are there. You can see the achievements what they have achieved as a school in football, karate, as well as boxing. And this is the existing scenario of the school today, which you can see is the simple buildings, and then you have reasonably maintained buildings which we need to develop it to the next generation. This is what you see now. And what I'm going to tell you now is something which you should know, many people will not know. And as you see, the fact of the matter is, a lot of people, even us, even me for that matter, did not know that this school has produced, is the first Muslim school in Sri Lanka, established 141 years ago. And then you have the likes of late Miss M.J. Lafir, the World Amateur Billiards Championship in 1973, the first Sri Lankan who ever to achieve a world-class honor, which is a great honor. I think we all should be mindful of the fact that they have produced these type of gentlemen. And then you have the first Muslim doctor, late Dr. M.C.M. Khalil, who later became the chairman of the United National Party as well. And the former governor of Western Province, late Mr. Sayyid Ali Maulana. To once, which is, you should not forget, this is the only national Muslim boys' school in the Colombo district. Now the history is coming to a point where it's repeating. So the young Hamedian, Mr. Muhammad Rikaz, has been awarded the World Red Snooker Championship in 2025 just this year. So I think it's our duty to develop this school to the next level. And what we have done, even you see football, and they have run the football encounter of 2025, and then they have also won the boxing category at the 7th International Thailand Championship. And then they also have secured the division 3rd place of sports meet in 2025. But where do we stand? Unfortunately, the school lacks a lot of space. Lots of opportunities are not able to be given to these students because space is a big problem. So what we see here, the shortage of classrooms. So there is 800 capacity, you get lots of applicants, but you only have 150 capacity for the grade 1. Shortage of classrooms is very, very acute. And then you have the facilities for indoor and outdoor spaces is very, very minimal. I should say is almost none. And then you have space for after-school co-curricular activities. That is also is very much less. So we need to help them to develop it so that they can be the next level of students who will take us to greater heights. The solution. What is the solution we could provide? The best solution is the vision of the school. The vision of the school is to produce balanced citizens who can win the world and win both, the best of the world, best of both worlds. So I should say about 7 years ago they came to me. The Life for Life Foundation came to me to design it, and then they have just got the land. That was just before COVID, and then partnered with the likes of you all to buy the property, and then we partnered with them to develop it and associated the whole process of developing the project and get all approvals and move forward. It was a long, long time, but now it has come to the point we can now move forward. The idea behind is to establish a versatile complex, the complex which will provide the possibility for the children to develop their educational as well as co-curricular activities, sports, and improve the well-being. What is important is in that area, there are a lot of people who are not able to go by their own dreams. So we should be part of it and make them at least make an effort to help them do that. Because that locality is not a developed locality as we all know. So it's our responsibility to make sure they are physically and mentally as well as socially connected. And then the design has to be sustainable. It should be able to be managed and it should be able to take forward and without any unnecessary costs which will be difficult to maintain. So what you're going to see is the site which you all have all bought with the greatest effort, which is just here, which is where you have the Barber Street, then you have Saramudul Mall, then you have Central Road, and then Husseinie Street. So these were the properties located at the moment. These are the latest Google map, and these is another zoomed out area. And these are the views what you see when you see from different roads, from Vivekananda Hill, and then you have from Central Road. These are the property just outlined for you all, and these again, and Central Road here. And then you have Husseinia Street, that's what is the land what you just saw. And then there is the existing school which is connected. This is another angle as well from Mahavidyalaya Mawata, which is the main road from Sukhdeva Stadium, which goes straight on. And the clock tower what we are seeing there. And our approach to this project is simply, how do you get all these children to get into we call it merging of minds. How do you get their mind to be with technology, respect the building, maintain it, take care of it, and then children become adults. How you get the children and adults work together and make sure it works. And then you have the learning sports. The learning in terms of learning at a certain time, and you have to engage in sports as well. That's very important when you build a child. And then indoor-outdoor connection, which is technology plus nature, which is also very, very important. And then you have the learning and the well-being of the child. So I'm not going to go into detail, but these are the synopsis of what we have thought of, and then we will go into the details of the project. So this development integrates learning, sports and sustainability into one vertical hub because it's a dense area. So you need to make sure you get everything in one. So what you see here is a building, as you just saw the model, which is something which is all in one. It's basically, it's given the classrooms, the sports activities, everything is taken into one building so that we will get the maximum out of the available space. Okay, the significance is simply because we are coming to learn and we need to make sure we have all our minds focused there. And you have urban energy hub, that's basically a meeting point for the people around there, which is, you will see the design, I will explain it to you. And then you have, reflects the interconnected nature, the connection between the nature and learning, and the physical, psychological needs, which we need to make sure it develops. So these are the main thought process of meeting points and the building form, the nature and technology, interactive walls, and zero energy by using solar power, as well as sustainable materials. So that all put together will make it work and will make it a very modern building and which can shape the future for all our students. The facilities. So what we are going to do here is, I've listed out what we are basically have designed. There are 2,500 plus students can be accommodated. That's double the capacity of what is now. So just by giving this building, you are giving 2,500 students the space. Now they have 2,000 plus students. It will be almost 5,000. And then you have a library, computer lab, laboratories, all in the part of the academic and co-curricular. All these functions are available in the new building. And then you have the sports, the category of sports. You have 4 courts, sports hall, futsal, carom, boxing, train, karate, gym, auditorium. And the auditorium also could be also, as other schools does, we could give others to rent it as well. And then you have lockers and rest of the other facilities. And the services, of course, as a building has to really kind of sustain, you will have all these services. Now my colleague Prabodha will take over to explain the rest of the project, and you can enjoy. Thank you.